consensual sex with more than 4 consensual adults. Like, why is that a big deal?
This is why a woman's body count will always matter. A woman's body count will always matter because a woman's purity is the value that men seek for in a relationship. We don't want our woman with experiences. We want a woman that we can share experiences with. Every man wants to give experiences and share them with his woman. So this is why a woman being with many men is a huge turnoff to men. You can't change what we desire. The same way women want a strong, fit, tall man, men want a pure woman. Men want a woman that brings him peace. Men want a woman that can be nurturing. And a woman who has been with less dudes is usually more nurturing, more feminine, more caring than a woman who isn't. That's why a body count for a woman will always matter.
Is he right that a woman who has been with less men is more feminine, is more nurturing? I don't think so. I don't really think so. But I know that women who have high body count always come with baggage and trauma from their previous relationships. That's like a psychological fact. But saying that women who have been with so many guys are less nurturing, are less feminine, I don't think so. Because maybe it's because of the feminine nature of this woman that makes her to be going all the time, laying with so many men, because men find her more feminine and more attractive. I don't know. Is it about attractiveness or is it about easy access? I don't know. But is what he's saying right? I'm not a man. I'm just giving my opinion here. Guys, all the guys on here, please tell us, why do you all prefer a woman with less body count?
What's your body count?
Go and ask your grandfather.
So boys that like to ask girls this question, please tell me why. What's your business? Why do you want to know? To prove she's a good girl or not?
They play!
Because even if she gives you a number, how sure are you that she's giving you the right one, really? So why are you asking? Why are you just putting yourself through that headache? To know whether a girl is good or not, you have to experience her, spend time with her. That's how you know. It's not usually by body count, okay?
Proof that body...
Nah, it is by body count. I disagree. It is by body count. I mean, it's obvious. Even with, let's say, with female friendship, like if you've got a friend who has had a high body count, it's so difficult to be friends with this person because they are desperate for the male gaze. They are desperate for validation. They are suffering with 1 or 2 traumas. They are mostly always problematic, you know. And a girl with high body count always, in most cases, had been abused before. So some of them do these things without even knowing that. Like, they do it, and when you ask them, like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this all the time? And they tell you, I don't know why I'm doing it, but I keep doing it. I can't help it, but I keep doing it. So it comes with a lot of baggage, not just to the man they are about to date or they are dating. It also affects female friendship. So we all, even the females, we know the women with high body count, sometimes it's as if it's a psychological problem, it's a mental problem, it's a mental issue, you know. And to say that what's men's business in women's body count, I mean, and that a man is supposed to know a woman before he starts finding out whether she's a good girl or a bad girl. I mean, it's human nature to find out if where you're trying to go to is the right place or what you're trying to do is the right thing. If you're planning to spend the rest of your life with someone, I mean, with a girl, it's very normal for you to find out whether she's had so many other men in her life, because having so many other men in your life comes with a lot of complications.
Okay, I want to teach you something about how body counts and things and why it's important, right? Okay, this is where the man starts in his life. He starts at the bottom. Anything that a man is going to accomplish in his life, he has to earn it. I mean, in order for him to get to the top of this mountain, he's going to have to gain wealth, notoriety, fame, some kind of relevance, have some kind of worth or some kind of value. Women, on the other hand, are born at the top of the mountain because of what they have: sexiness, beauty, things of that nature, right? So the fact of the matter is that you've been in a VIP section that you didn't have to pay for. Right? Several times. I've never been in one. The fact of the matter is that our value is earned and your value is given. Now, as we go up, this right here, networking, and we'll go up here and we'll go knowledge, and we'll go up here and we'll go money, and we'll go up here and then we go, success, right? Those are all things that a man have to achieve to get to the top of the mountain. Now, what a woman has to do is find reasons not to fall off this mountain, right? So let's say, boom, she goes down. Why? Because of attitude, right? She has a bad attitude. Let's go down here. She goes down because she has body count. Meaning, the fact of the matter is that she's had so many bodies, because all she has to do is preserve her virtuosity at the top of this mountain. But the fact of the matter is that she has been slipped up so many times and dealt with so many men that did not want a cuff, that did not want a wife. You mean to tell me that goddamn 50 niggas in your lifetime sat there and you gave them a shot and they didn't want to stick around, but you want this guy that's made it all the way up here to deal with you? Oh, okay. And then we go body count, and then we go baby daddies. Like, okay, she got 6 baby daddies and 5 kids. And it goes down and lower and lower and lower. And so that's why a woman's body count matters, because of the fact of the matter is that a woman loses value when she sleeps around. In order for a man to sleep around, he has to gain value. Because no woman is going to mess with a man that's not financially stable. No woman is going to mess with a man that doesn't have any kind of respect for his peers. No woman wants to sleep with a guy that's not successful or has money or no kind of knowledge. You can't teach him anything. So in order for a man to get to the top of the hill, to have access to these women, he has to gain things. In order for a woman to come up off that.
This is what you say when
Yeah. I think this is this pyramid that he just displayed is what Candace Owens referred to as Wholeflation. What's Wholeflation? Wholeflation, as she described, is the process when our forefathers, our great-grandfathers had to work up to in order to get the kind of woman that they wanted: a pure woman, a virgin, a good woman. But she says nowadays men have to do those things 5 or 10 times or 20 times to get a woman who is not up to the standards of the kind of women which our forefathers had to work to get to. Let me put this in simple terms, that a man is going to work 10 times, 5 times, 20 times more in order to get a woman who is not pure, who's got high body count. And you know what? Men do all this work. Men gather all the money. Men create network. Men try to build their empire, just to get a woman to start a family, to keep the family circle going. And what do they get in return? The only thing these men want is a pure woman. A woman who is high up there, is pure with low body count. Like, you shouldn't give yourself to 50 other men and then you expect a man who has worked so hard to come to your level to give you the same things which you don't deserve. I don't know if you get it, but that's it. Like, nowadays men need to work so hard to give women who are not deserving of the things that they are given. So that's why you see so many men, mostly men in the red pill, care so much about body count. They really want to know whether your body count is low or high, because they don't want to be working so hard to get the leftovers. I mean, isn't that obvious? It's so obvious, and that's their choice. If it's a man who is working so hard, that's his choice to choose who he wants to spoil, who he wants to treat like a queen. A man wouldn't want to treat a woman like a queen whom he knows that so many other men have had her.
a man asks you what your body count is on a date. This is a true reenactment, okay? Okay. You're on a date with a man and he goes, "What's your body count?" Okay. He asks you, "Woman, what's your body count?" You go, "I would love to answer that question, and I'm going to." You're so smart. You're such a smart person, intuitive, and you're an empath, actually. I love that about you. However, I need to excuse myself to use the restroom. Me and my bladder. Oh my God. Okay, so this is your Telfar or your Coach bag. Your Coach bag. Get your make sure you get your phone. Make sure you grab all your items when you use the restroom, because he doesn't know why. You're just taking all your items with you. Okay, so you go to the restroom, okay, and you type in www.uber.com. You call yourself an Uber, and then now this is the hard part, okay? You've got to sneak past the kitchen, like Ratatouille, okay? You might need to go under a few tables to find the exit or the back door, and then you jump into the Uber, but make sure you, like, when you jump into the Uber, he cannot see you. So you might want to lay down, and then you text your friends that you're on your way home because they want to know that you're safe.
Is she for real? Why would you run away from a date because your date asked about your body count? Why? And she said, we don't talk about body counts with men. Why? I think nowadays, with the dynamics of modern day dating, men will always ask you what your body count is. Same way we are getting lessons from our aunties who have been in the game before. They are telling us how to play the game with men. Same way men are also getting dating advice from uncles who have been in the game before. So now, men are now moving on to vetting before dating. They will take a girl out, they'll vet, they'll ask her, they've got series of questions that they need to ask on the first date before they make up their mind to go to the next step, to go to the next level of the dating. I mean, there's nothing we can do. That's modern day dating for you. So if a man asks you about your body count, I mean, if you're honest and you know that you don't have a high body count, why would you run away and get an Uber to run away from the date? Why? You should sit there and talk about your body count. If he wants to be with you, fine. If he doesn't want to be with you, fine. But there is something. Some guys who hear about your body count, 50, 20, 60, they will sit there, they will have a cut of that body count, and they will ghost you the next day. So you should have your own questions that you need to ask on the first date as well, in order to know whether this guy is serious or not. But considering the hookup culture becoming so more and more popular every day, what do you say? So now you just need to go out for a date, and then you vet, the guy vets, and he who wins, he who loses, lose. And if you want to take it to the next level, that's on you.
We just don't. Because men will base your value and what they can get from you based on your body count. They might hear that you're a virgin and hear naive, or might hear I need to conquer, with no intention of really getting to know you. They might just think about what it means for them to possibly be with a virgin, with no consideration of how it would make you feel if they were to leave you after conquering you. So then they're not even concerned about you or the relationship. They're just going to do and say whatever it takes to conquer you as the virgin. It's a huge deal for some men. Not all, but for some. Real men do not care about those numbers. They don't care.
You're lying. You're lying. Either you're lying or you're ignorant. Why would you say real men don't care about the numbers? Girl, they do care. Most men care. I don't know if you're married or you're in a serious relationship, girl, but just know that about 90% or 99% of men do care about the numbers. A man who tells you that he doesn't care about the number, and you know fully well that your body count is so high, girl, run. Because do you know that most of the guys who take you out for a date, they're not taking you out for a date because you're beautiful, because you're the fairest of them all, you are the only girl in the room, you're the superstar, you're the most talented. No. Most of the guys who take you out on a date, They are going out on a date because they want to get down with you. Yes. After they get down with you, then they might change their mind, or during the date, why they are coming for the date, they are coming with that intention. They got it behind their mind that I need to get down, I need to conquer this woman, I need to get down with her. That's a natural biological instinct of a real man. So men who come to you, they tell you, I don't care about the numbers, girl, run. Because if a man tells you this, saying it like out and loud that I don't care about the numbers, girl, he cares about the numbers. Maybe he just wants to have a cut, and then he will ghost you and drop you like hot potato. Don't listen to her. Please don't ever listen to her.
Here's your Coach bag. Here's your cell phone. It's a big cell phone. You're so smart because you ask smart questions, and I love that about you. I'll be right back. I can't wait to see you. UWW. To sing.
What I really say about body count, the testament of your body count is more your rejection rate than how many people you slept with. Let's take somebody like you, for example, who's got a big name on social media, looks great, access to loads of women through the nightclub. Now, if your body count is, let's say if it's 10, but you've had hundreds of girls throwing themselves at you, yours is actually still low. Whereas if another guy who has no access to women, but finally gets 1 or 2 girls to sleep with him, on paper, it might be less, but his rejection rate is so low. So really look at how many people your partner is rejecting rather than just their body count, because on paper, a really unattractive man who has nothing going for him, his body count's going to be low. Doesn't mean he's a decent man. It's just that he didn't have the opportunity. Similarly, women that are not that nice to be around, not that kind, not that pretty, not that attractive, hers is going to be low. Doesn't mean she's virtuous. It's just that she didn't have access. It's the ones that have access but choose to be selective. That's what you should be looking at, is their selectivity.
Your body count number is 1590.
Yeah.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
Is she right? That men should be looking for selectivity, not body count. Girl, you can't twist this enough. Body count is body count. Selectivity. Okay, let me take myself for instance. I would say naivety, but naivety can lead to you having so many men conquering you, and you end up having a high body count. So being selective doesn't really count, because you can still be selective and you select and have more and more men. So how is that? I don't understand, please. I don't understand this one. No.
Count number is 1590.
Yeah.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
So I lost my virginity end of freshman year of college. Right? I didn't even kiss a girl till college. Went into third year of college. I haven't been with 3 girls. Graduated college. I haven't been with 17. That was in 2005. 2012 I was the first 100. At the end of 2018, I had 1,000. I got really into the game like 2012.
There is one fundamental problem I have with the body count question. What do you do with the information? Who decides what value you do with that number, and do you have based on your number? And how does that number and your perceived value affect the relationship?
Okay, talking about body count, we've seen all these videos, and I hear most of the females talking about, why do you care about my body count? Is that your business? It doesn't concern you. These are modern women. They don't know anything. And I'll tell you, as a millennial, yes, we the millennials, we are careful. We know about body count. We do care about body count. And most of the guys we dated do care about body count. I don't know about the Gen Zs, but I'll have to find out whether they do care about body count. But simply by ethics, by virtue, having so many men in your life brings toxicity. It brings trauma. Having hookup, like hooking up with this one, hook up with this one, drop this one, hook up. Just hooking up. I mean, women are emotional beings. We are emotional. We don't just attach with people and detach just like men do. A man will attach and detach with maybe 100 women, and they wouldn't feel anything about these women. But a girl cannot hook up with more than 2 or 3 or 4 people without feeling something for one of them, at least one of them. She will feel something about them. So you as a woman who has had maybe 50 body counts or 25, you are not okay. You are not okay. That's already a red flag. That's a baggage you're bringing into the relationship. So why the guys are curious and are keen with this question of body counts, apart from the fact that it's an honor for them to have you just to themselves, have that purity, have that feeling that they are the ones who are unveiling the package. It's also a problem, a red flag that is going to leach onto the relationship, like in the long term. So guys, what do you think about body count? What's your thoughts on body count? Because I'll tell you, body count is important. It's very important. Not just for the guys, it's also for the girl. I mean, you don't want to be in a relationship with your guy, long-term relationship or in a marriage, and you're thinking about all these other men you've been with, because it's difficult to clear your mind of all those things. It's not just something that you can forget about, you can just brush it off. No, it's emotional, it's psychological. So this is why most of the guys are asking about your body count. They don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to have you and you having psychological problems or mental issues because you had been hooking up with so many other guys. So guys, what do you think about this? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's continue the conversation in the comment section. But until next time, see you all. Bye.